Hi, Sandra. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Look, people would be, I guess, aware of you. You've been out and about in the community and you've been public speaking and you've really been, I guess, trying to help people through their own cancer journeys.
Yes, Sandra. I really do. After my breast cancer journey, I found it quite difficult after the treatment. And at the moment, I've launched a little website called Cancer with a Twist. So there's lots of things happening on that website, which I could tell you all about. Would you like to know what's there?
I do want to know.
All right then. So the website was just something, was one of my bucket list dreams. And after breast cancer, I decided it was time to start living my dreams and not bucket listing them. So I hopped on the laptop, and I do love writing, and I started blogging away, and I created my own homemade website. Then I decided to take the next step and had a professional, Fiona Fell from Wodonga. She set up the website. So the website is really a resource place. It's got lots of different sections. And if you like, I'll just slowly go through the sections.
Yeah, tell us about it.
All right. So there's there's lots of short sections. So one section just gives you a little idea about what my treatment from the time I was diagnosed right through to now, which is a couple of years post-mastectomy, and just gives people a bit of an idea of not my story. I don't like that word. It's my adventure. So people can identify with that. Another section of the website deals with hints and tips. I'm a registered nurse, but I don't give out any medical information. I will provide you with links that as a nurse I know, provide you with resources that I fell in love with during my treatment that a lot of people don't know about that may help them. Another section is I have some characters in my website, and there's one character I call Nancy Novice, and that represents the people out in the community who don't have someone to advocate for them and have no idea how to navigate our healthcare system, which is wonderful. But gone are the days when you go to the doctor and sit down and go, yes, doctor, no, doctor, 3 bags full. With no respect to our wonderful doctors, we do have the right to ask questions and understand what's being said.
And Yvonne, that can be really tricky, can't it?
It can be really tricky. So there's some hints and tips section for going off to your breast care nurse, a list of questions to take. Going to your doctor, there's a golden rule there. When you're going through any traumatic time, you need to have someone with you just to be... You don't hear what the doctor says and you get so confused because you're stressed.
Yes.
So that's on there. Also, for many years, just for my own fun, I've been writing just funny little blogs about everyday life. And so there's a section there I've purely dedicated to a little bit of an escape from the daily grind of cancer or any long disease process where they're unwell. And that's just filled with silly little stories to give you a damn good belly laugh because I just think it's a great thing.
And it's right, as you say, because when you do get that diagnosis or someone that you know gets a diagnosis, it does take over your life.
Well, it becomes your life and it becomes your identity, and it does. It's a full-time job having a cancer diagnosis. Yes, and so that sort of sums it up. But if you'd like to have a look, it's called Cancer with a Twist, or one word, .com.au. And I was very fortunate to be at the Ultimate Women's Weekend, which was a fabulous event for Albury last weekend. There were lots of great speakers, and I was fortunate enough to do a little bit of public speaking. So I also have a crack at that. There's nothing that I won't have a go at.
It sounds like it. We can hear that determination in your voice.
Yeah.
So is this a full-time thing for you now, Yvonne? Are you still working too?
It's just starting. So I'm back nursing, which has been a long, hard struggle to get back to be the sister in charge, which is what I do and I have a passion for. So I'm nursing 3 days a week in aged care and palliative care as well. And then in my spare time, I have the laptop strapped around me and I just, that's what I do. But look, it's a real passion and it's not a money-making matter. I just want to help other people that might need a little bit of a job, just a resource or a bit of a hand or a chat, whatever it could be. There's contact pages there. But that's what it's, in a nutshell, Sandra, that's not really a nutshell, because I love a chat. That's what it's about.
And Yvonne, I mean, part of this as well is, you've identified that after the treatment, after all of that stuff has happened, things are still very challenging for someone who's been through all of that.
They have, and I think you'll find on the website, and you'll find that there's a lot of women who don't speak about it because you're meant to be very jubilant, and you are for a short time that you've got the all clear. With due respect to anyone who has passed from cancer, there is a little bit of guilt associated with surviving, and there is a little bit of, I just would like to say, with due respect to those who have passed, that it wasn't my time, so I like to think that I would be able to celebrate. And if you bring that up in general conversation sometimes, that's just not accepted just yet. But anyway, we'll keep going and see how we go.
Cancerwithatwist.com.au is the website. Yvonne Richards, lovely to speak with you. Thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thank you, Sandra.